Welcome everyone, Jeff with Half-Assed Gaming here. Got a video for you today. In light of my 100,000 views on YouTube, I am providing another how-to video for you today on how to UV map for lights. So, first of all, I want to say thank you if you've found a place on this channel, whether it be trucks, racing, the newest 2 installments of Mafia 2, in case you like third-person action single-player games or whatnot. I appreciate you tuning into all of those things, or one of those things. The likes and the views are going up, and I really appreciate it. So thank you so much for that. So let's move along here, and we're going to show you today how to UV map lights. I'm going to be using a freely downloaded model I found to show you how to do it, and we're using a base model from ATS itself. Let's get into it. So we have Blender open here. So first thing you'll notice is there's a few different little lights here. And then over here, you'll notice there's a lumen chrome. So what we have here is this is going to be our donor. So this has all the materials and the textures that we're going to need to apply to the LEDs in question over here. I'm going to do this red one here in the left bottom corner for you. So basically this is how to map the light portion and the, in this case, the chrome, because we're going to need to do that as well. And we're gonna show it to you live in real time. Now you're gonna have to have your Blender window set up as such where you have the UV down here, UV image editor right here. We're gonna need to be using this a lot, so bear in mind. Now, this is what we need to do. If you don't know how to import an item into something that can be used in ATS or ETS2, you're going to need to check out one of my other videos. This is explained a few times in those. I'm going to apply the things that I need to do right now, so you can go back and take a look at it if you so desire, but I'm not going to really talk about it. I will tell you that for anything relating to the light, you're going to need 2 UV maps. So anything that you want to have the lamp associated with, you're going to need 2 UV maps here. So you're going to do exactly as I'm doing to all of these little LED nubs. And that one's done, and that one's done. The back plate we don't need. That one's already got a map. I'll unhide that, make sure that's all set. Yes, it is. Okay. So, basically we're going to apply some textures. So first, we're going to need one of these 2 things. So this is the lamp. We don't want the lamp on the outside. We want the chrome. So now it looks all weird and funky here, right? So what we need to do is figure out why that is and what we can do to fix it. So you want to be using your ISO mode, which is number key 5. Okay, so when you press 5, you can see it kind of changes. It turns it more flat, so you can get a good angle on it. You can get this whole ring here. So what we need to do is, first of all, map this. Now, I've found there are a million ways to do this. You can do it hard ways, easy ways, right way, wrong way. You know, this is just the way that I've learned to do it over many hours of testing, to be frank. What I'm going to do is, first, we need to open the image to be used. Okay, so there's the image to be used. Now we're in mesh mode, so that's where you can see the actual mesh in the item there. Unwrap, so you can do smart UV project, light map pack, all these different views. I just use project from view. That way it's all of this here. Everything I need is right there. Okay. So this is all Chrome. I just want to shrink this, press S, grab it, put it in the alpha part. This is an alpha part right here. If you click down here, you'll see it's just black. So what that's going to do is give you completely like very dark chrome. Whereas if I grab it with G and put it over here, it's going to be lighter, etc. You could put it here if you want as well. You can stretch it out so it kind of touches the edges there, and then you get like the darker rim on the bottom. So that's how to UV map. That's all this is just basically setting this up, moving it around on the space on the image here. That's it. Okay, so we're going to do that here. That looks good to me. I like that there. So there you go. Nice and chromed with a little bit of texture on it. You know, it's not quite perfect. So in this case, you can make this glass, which I really would like to do because then you can see through it in the game. We're going to make that glass. Okay. So it says it's red. It's not really red. The texture is not something that I have offhand. This particular pack does not have red. I'm sorry, it does not have glass in it. So I would have to write a whole new material for it. So in this case, I'm not going to do that right now. We're just going to hide this. And work on the other parts. So this is the base of the inside. We're going to make that also chrome. We're going to go into mesh mode again, and or edit mode as it's called. Sorry, we want to verify we're on UV map 1. Yes, we are. We want to pick our cab roof section. Now, the reason why I pick it first is because once you unwrap and project from view, well, just for, I'll show you next time. Actually, maybe I can do it now. No, it leaves it there. So if I do this now, unwrap, project from view, there it is. But now if I want to put it on here, see, now it's going to make a liar out of me. Well, that's not fun. At any rate, sometimes when the picture is not exactly square, like this particular one is 512 by 512. If it was 512 by 256, this would be all smushed and it wouldn't be exactly round. So then you'd end up having to do the mesh projection again. So in that case, I always pick the item first. So now that this is a nice light outside silver here, I'm going to grab this and put it over the alpha, shrink it down, maybe shrink it a little bit more. That way there's a nice shiny background underneath the glass that we're going to have here. Okay, so there's 2 pieces of the pie. So this is the really fun part, is doing the lamp. So we pick our lamp. I'll zoom into this for you. So now this is a 3-dimensional object in this particular case. So I'm going to make the entire item orange or red or whatever color it happens to be. In this case, it's going to have to be orange unless I pick another. I can pick another light map pack as well. I mean, another DDS file down here if I want to, and apply that to the this here, because I don't believe this doesn't have red. This is only orange. So not super helpful for making a red LED, of course. So what I can do is go in here, we can go to, say, the W900 and change to the lamps there. So now you see I have this nice red one here, so I can make this red. And I'll show you that now. So we pick our and then we UV unwrap, project from view, grab make sure you're on the right UV map, by the way. See, here's the example I was going to show you. See how it's circular? and then I pick this, and then it squishes it because the picture has changed size. It's not the same dimension. So we'll reproject, grab it, move it over. There you go. Nice deep red. So if you want it to be different, you can shrink it so it's just one type of red, like so. We kind of screwed ourselves here by changing that stupid DDS file. But either way, you're still learning. That's okay. So here we go again. Want to pick cab roof, unwrap, project from view, grab it, move it. Make sure you pick the right UV map again. Really not doing well with that today. So see, I can map it even before I have it picked, and it will still work. Cab roof. Project from view. Select, grab, move. Oh. And be in the correct UV map. Maybe I'll get the entire process correct one time. There we go. Change UV map, go to cab roof. UV unwrap from view, grab, move, done. Pick the material, edit mode, UV map, cab roof, unwrap, grab, move, done. Pick the material, edit mode, UV map, cab roof, project from view, grab, oh, almost missed it there. Okay, so let's change these stupid things. Oh, this is just silly. Making it super difficult. So, this is what this is going to look like, relatively speaking. Just with the glass over top of it. So it's going to be all chrome except for the LEDs. Now, this is the part that really throws people for a complete and utter loop, which it did for me as well. So let me show you. We want to go to UV map 1, and we want to change it to cab roof lamp mask, and we want to again unwrap from view. Now in the description I will leave a link to a particular file you'll find online, courtesy of Smarty from SCR Rigs. It's going to show you a little cheater graph like so. It shows you what all the things mean for light masking. This is incredibly helpful. Needs to be said, Smarty is a mastermind, and to have him put this together for us is just it's just incredible in its own right. So big thanks to Smarty for that. So here's your tiles. So UV tiles 0, which is the image you're looking at, are these things. And these are the channels. This is the red channel of the picture, the green channel of the picture, the blue channel of the picture, the alpha layer of the picture. UV tile 1, which is the next image over that you can't actually see. And I'll show you in a minute how to figure out what that all means. But anyway, this is what's included on that channel. And tile rather. Tile 2 is this through all of them. And tile 3 is this through all of them. Tile 4, and so on and so forth. He's even put colors in what the, orange, red, or white. So, thumbs up to him for that. So now, we need this. This is going to be an LED for just lighting. So, it's a positional light, which is on the alpha channel of UV tile 2. So alpha channel. So we're looking at the alpha channel. So all of these things are going to do different things in different tiles. However, I'll show you the easy way that also Smarty has instructed us on. I will leave a link to that as well. This is what you want to do. Normalize coordinates. So if you don't know what this is, it's N. You press N when you're in this lower window. The side menu pops out. You want to normalize the coordinates because you don't want them in pixels. It's much easier to read this if it says 2.2 rather than 128 or however many pixels there are. Okay, so we're going to do this. So we need to put this over the alpha that's going to provide a red coloring. So if I press G and I go here, now we're at 0.733.152. Okay, so that's going to provide right now, according to this list. So we're in the alpha channel. My window disappears. There we go. We're in the alpha channel. Position 0. That's going to be a white light. So we don't want that, right? We need to get it to tile 2 at least, maybe 3, depending on what you're looking to do. Left or right, they really don't matter because they're just positional. So if this is 0, as you can see, 1 would be 1.733 and 2 would be 2.733. So now if you zoom out, you'll see right here, that is in this exact position on this image if the image was repeated twice. See how that works? 0 is where we started over here, 0.733, and then there was 1.733, and now 2.733. So all you have to do is remember what that number is. Okay. Go to the next one. We need to go to UV map 01. We need to go to the lamp mask. We need to project from view, grab it, pull it, 2 point. Done. That is how to light mask. It's a very tedious process, unfortunately. One good thing, if all of these here were one model, you could mask them all at the same time by projecting them onto this and then placing them all inside this ring and then moving them all over to the 2.733 by 0.152 or whatever it was. So that is it. That is how you do it. Anything with a lamp, the lamp function over here, anything with the lamp function needs to have 2 UV layers. First UV layer is going to be what the light looks like, which in this case is red. Second UV layer is going to be where or what color you want the light to be dependent on the tile you've placed it on, which again is all due to this light mask sheet.gif, or GIF in the case that you actually pronounce it like the creator. So that is your quick lesson on UV mapping for lamps in ETS2 and ATS. Again, I will leave in the description the link to the 2 items that I spoke about in the case that the video is only so helpful and you'd like to read about it a little bit. And obviously you need the cheat sheet that is exponentially more helpful than me bumbling around and telling you things. So guys, in closing, thank you so much for all of your support over the past year and a little bit. Really appreciate it very much, and I hope you'll stick around with me while I continue to learn more things about this game and what we can all do to make our experiences a little bit better. We'll see you next time on Half-Assed Gaming.